Am I the a-hole for refusing to donate my kidney to my dying sister because she got with my high school bully? I'm a 35-year-old gay man. When I was in high school, I was bullied severely by Darren. I won't go into details, but it was really bad, past the point of typical high school douchebaggery. In my sophomore year, I made the mistake of coming out to one of my friends who promptly spread this information around the school. Before this, Darren had targeted me for being unathletic and wearing glasses, and had done this to a couple other kids as well. But after I was outed, it was only me, and only because of my sexuality. After high school, I moved away for college. I made friends, even got a boyfriend, and pretty much forgot about Darren until one Thanksgiving, my sister Ellie brought home her boyfriend, Darren. No joke. The first thing he said when he saw me was, "Damn, Ellie, you didn't tell me your brother's a fag," while effing laughing as did my dad. I was kinda stunned, but I didn't yell or start a fight. I just got up and walked out. After the fact, my family tried to play it off as Darren was joking because he was nervous meeting the family, and they told me that he and Ellie were serious, so I had to get over it. I just told them all that I wouldn't be attending any event where Darren was. In private, I told Ellie that I felt hurt that she'd date Darren, knowing what he did to me. But she basically called me too sensitive and told me she has the right to date who she likes, which yeah, she does. Since then, I've been putting distance between myself and my family, who seem to have barely accepted Darren into the fold. Recently, my mom reached out to tell me that Ellie was in the hospital and needed a kidney transplant. The rest of the family had been tested and no one could donate. And my mom wanted me to get tested because I am her full brother with a high likelihood of a match. The thing is, after all these years, Ellie is basically a stranger to me. If I were to do this, I'd have to drive 3 states back to my hometown, miss who wait a minute, so they're not even like offering his transportation. Oh God, the story just gets worse and worse. If I were to do this, I'd have to drive 3 states back to my hometown, miss who knows how much work, and give up a piece of my flesh, all for the woman who dated and eventually married the guy who made my high school days a living hell. I told my mom that I wouldn't be getting tested, and she freaked out at me over the phone. I quickly hung up on her. But before I did, I heard her call me vindictive and a monster for refusing to save my sister's life. I admit I feel guilty about it. Obviously, if you have a family like this, you're never gonna need an enemy, first and foremost. And second of all, it's not like she is calling him, apologizing to him, even though, yeah, she does need him, telling him that she, regrets how she treated him. Like, anything that you would say to someone that you did wrong in the past, and then apologizing for your wrongdoing now that you need them. She is asking other people. I bet how much do you want to bet that she doesn't even know that the mom's calling him? That's like, she probably didn't even think of him, and she's still probably not thinking of him. So I don't understand like what the mother thinks she's doing. I can't understand like when somebody in the family is being mean to someone else, but when the entire family is ganging up on one person, it just makes me like wonder what type of family dynamics do people have in the world. Because I have a lot of siblings, and I have a mom and a dad, obviously, and I love my family. Like, I hope they never turn on me because this is crazy. Am I the a-hole for announcing our pregnancy at my sister's engagement party after she ruined my proposal? When my girlfriend and I decided to get engaged, we wanted to be a special moment between us. So I made it clear to my family, especially my sister, that I didn't want any grand gestures or interruptions during the proposal. However, during our romantic dinner, just as I was about to pop the question, my sister burst in with a group of friends cheering and causing a scene. I was furious and felt like my special moment had been ruined. My sister brushed off my anger, saying she wanted to celebrate with us, but I couldn't shake off the disappointment. Fast forward to my sister's engagement party, and I couldn't resist the chance to make a statement of my own. During the toast to the happy couple, I announced that my girlfriend and I were expecting our first child. My sister was livid, accusing me of stealing her thunder on her special day. But I couldn't help but feel vindicated. Is it vindicated? Yeah, vindicated. Especially when our family rallied behind us, excitedly discussing our baby news. While my sister insists I was the a-hole for overshadowing her engagement, I couldn't help but think back to how she had discarded my wishes during my proposal. I think that's a fair exchange. Am I the a-hole for not wanting my wife's daughter to be introduced as a family friend? A few years ago, my wife and I got a letter from a woman claiming to be my wife's daughter, Laurel, who wanted to meet with her. She told me that she had given up a child for adoption when she was young, so I was expecting that this might happen. What I didn't expect was that the truth was there was never any adoption. She just left the baby with the father and Bill. The worst thing about this is that when Laurel was 12, she wrote my wife begging for help. Her response was to write her the nastiest reply imaginable. I have since had a chance to read it. That basically blamed her for her problems and threatened her against contacting her again and ruining her family. I couldn't believe it. Not only has she been lying this whole time, but she actively had contact and chose to abandon her a second time while we were married. This has all been emotional dumpster fire, but that's an issue of its own. We've been in contact and building a relationship for the last few years. So much therapy. So far, we kept this all away from our kids. At this point, it's been a few years, and there's interest in having everyone meet. Thing is, between my wife and Laurel, they've come to an agreement to tell the kids and everyone else in the family that Laurel is a family friend. Absolutely not. I'm sick of the lying. What they call each other is their own deal, and I don't expect that to change. But I'm not lying anymore. I don't like lying to my kids as a policy, but lying to them about who's related to them and who isn't is dangerous. I only want them meeting if you can tell them the truth. Now I'm getting into it with my wife, Laurel, and my parents, the only outside people who know. They say I should go along with it, not for my wife's sake, but for Laurel's. I understand why she would want that, but I don't think I care anymore. The kids need to know. So he's basically asking if he's the a-hole. I was looking for an update for this, but I didn't find one. I just don't understand how people abandon kids that they willingly had. I feel like I always talk about this on here. If you don't want to have a child, then one, don't get married, or two, don't do anything that will, lead you to having a child or to reproducing a child. And even if you did and the baby did come, why can't you have some sympathy and humanize that child and actually be good to them? Like, I don't understand what a small innocent child who didn't even ask to be here did to deserve to be treated like a, not even a wild animal, like some dirt beneath your shoes. You know what I mean? That's so sad. I really can't stand deadbeats. I hate deadbeats of any sort. I hate deadbeat dads. I hate deadbeat mothers. And I feel like as a society, we collectively can talk openly about deadbeat dads. But God, if you mention deadbeat moms, everybody and their mom want to attack you. I can't stand deadbeat moms either. A lot of women are deadbeats. And there are a lot of women who are there physically, but they're emotionally deadbeats too. But yeah, that's the topic for another day. Let me know what you guys think of these crazy stories. And I'll see you guys in my next video. And now that it's summer, please go outside, touch some grass, and go for a walk. Sitting on here, being on YouTube 24/7 is not going to be good for your mental health. So go see the sun and put on sunscreen. Bye.